something to be aware of as a lot of people are heading outdoors, especially with this awesome forecast we have, Jason.
And it's going to get better and better, but you know, if you hate the heat, maybe it's not going to be as good for you, but sunshine is always going to be a great thing for us here.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Yes, and we have a little bit of rain that is lingering across the area, not quite as potent as we were dealing with yesterday. Certainly in the earlier videos, you saw that there were some issues there in downtown Cleveland because of rising water. We are not expecting a washout across the area for the rest of the evening, but there still will be some of those roll-off showers and even a couple isolated thunderstorms to be expected. You can see where they're still populating down to Tuscarawas and all our friends over there in Carroll County. A little bit moving through Wayne and also Stark County at this hour, as well as surging south from Cuyahoga into Medina. Also county, at least Medina County at this hour, and also Summit County. So this is what we're dealing with right now. The most potent aspect of this area low is still beginning to pull away. We're still having some of the energy still confined in the low levels that is sparking off some of these potential showers and maybe even a couple isolated thunderstorms. But what we're dealing with, at least for the rest of the evening, is still just going to be mainly pop-ups. Maybe a gust of wind here and there, but winds are certainly going to be calming down. Our risk for today is at the lowest level. That is a marginal risk, which is a 1 out of 5. That is from the Climate Prediction Center, at least the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Past 24 hours have certainly been one for the record books in several locations, causing some flooding issues, even a flash flood warning late last night into the early morning hours for our friends in Tuscarawas County, Holmes County, all the way over through Carroll County, even Harrison County got 2 to 4+ inches last night. We had 1 to 2 along the Lakeshore region, even picking up 1.5 over towards Ashtabula. One of the other things that we have to be dealing with outside right now, if you're like me, you're perhaps having a little bit more coughs rather than the norm, maybe even a tickle in your throat. We still have some pollen allergens out there. The public enemy number 1 is still mold because of all the low-level moisture and even the rain that we've been having across the area. As Monica was saying, still some of that standing water. Grass on the low level, ragweed also following suit in second place, and that medium level. So again, if you're outside, just kind of pay attention to your body, okay? Over the next several hours, 70s give way to some 60s overnight. Here in the city, we'll likely stay around 70 degrees, but I think we could be dipping back into the upper 60s. Minimal rain chances for tomorrow. Minimal rain chances for Wednesday. Storm potential likely once we head in towards Thursday. The model is not picking up on that just yet. It is still mainly back towards West Ohio once we get into the heart for our Thursday. Weather headlines for the duration of the week. Lots of heat arriving in the area tomorrow, Wednesday, and certainly by Thursday, some of which could feel like we're in the 90s and mid-90s for some people. That sets the stage for our storm potential arriving with our next frontal boundary Thursday afternoon heading in towards the evening hours. As we package it up for the rest of the evening, your National Design Mart forecast placing a lot more 60s across the area. Middle to upper pop-ups ranges are going to be expected heading into Tuesday morning. Widespread 60s, as I said before, I think we'll make it into the 60s here in the CLE. Throughout the afternoon, cloud cover will peel back away. We'll have a couple pop-ups moving through, a surge of heat arriving for us on Wednesday, and that could likely make the atmosphere a little bit more volatile after starting out in the upper 60s to low 70s. By noon hour, Akron, you're likely going to be in the mid to upper 80s. Models still want to put a little bit of a lake breeze across the downtown metro, but I think, again, we'll likely make it at least into about the 86 to 88 range for us on Wednesday. So prepare thyself for that. As far as current temperatures, 70s, even low 80s right now, low 70s over towards Chardon, courtesy of that extra rain cooled air. Calm night indeed. Light winds expected. 60s across the CLE with patchy areas of fog moving on in. Upper 80s for some, mid 80s for others tomorrow. As we head towards break spurts, it's coming up next. Look at our storm potential for you on Thursday in your Union Home Mortgage 7-day. Much cooler by Friday, staying in the 70s for Saturday, Sunday, an isolated storm chance, and even into Monday of next week.